Sometimes life can take an unexpected turn. One day you have everything. A home, a job, a future. The next day you find yourself on the streets, invisible to the world. But what happens when one homeless man, who had lost all hope, crosses paths with the richest man on the planet, Jeff Bezos? This is not just another story about wealth and poverty. This is a story about second chances, human kindness, and a single moment that changed a life forever. He had been sitting in the same spot for days. A thin, worn-out blanket was all he had to protect himself from the cold. His hands trembled as he held a cardboard sign with 3 simple words: "Please help me." Thousands of people walked past him every day. Some glanced at him with pity. Others avoided eye contact, as if acknowledging his presence would make them uncomfortable. But then a black SUV slowed down. The tinted window rolled down, and the last person anyone expected to stop was sitting inside at first. The homeless man couldn't believe his eyes. Was this really Jeff Bezos? The billionaire, the man who built Amazon from nothing. Bezos crouched down and asked the man a simple question. "How did you end up here?" Tears welled up in the man's eyes. No one had asked him that in years. No one had cared enough to listen. With a shaky voice, he began to tell his story. How he once had a job, a family, a future. But after a series of tragic events, he lost everything. He tried to get back on his feet, but no one would give him a chance. There was a long silence. Then Bezos did something no one expected. He pulled out his wallet, but not to give him money. Instead, he handed the man a business card with a phone number written on it. "Meet me at this address tomorrow morning." Bezos said, "Come ready to work." The homeless man clutched the card like it was the most valuable thing in the world. He couldn't believe what had just happened. He had no idea what to expect. Would this be a real opportunity, or just another false hope? As he stepped inside, a man greeted him and led him into a small office. Waiting there was Jeff Bezos himself. Bezos leaned forward. "I want to help you. But first, I need to know one thing. Are you willing to work harder than ever before?" The homeless man didn't hesitate. "Yes," he said. "I just need a chance." Jeff Bezos didn't just give him money. He gave him something far more valuable. A job, a purpose, a reason to wake up every morning. It wasn't easy. He started at the bottom, working long hours, but he never complained. He showed up every day, determined to prove himself. And then something incredible happened. Months passed, and one day Jeff Bezos called him into his office. "You've worked hard," Bezos said, "and I think you're ready for something bigger." With that, he was offered a full-time position, a real job with real pay and a future. For the first time in years, he had more than just survival. He had hope. His story spread like wildfire. People couldn't believe that a single moment of kindness had completely turned someone's life around. Some called it luck, others called it fate. But the truth is, sometimes all a person needs is a chance. So what's the real lesson here? It's not just about money. It's about opportunity. Jeff Bezos didn't just give a man cash. He gave him a way to rebuild his life. And that's something we can all do. Because in the end, success isn't about how much money you have. It's about what you do with it. Now let me ask you, if you had the power to change someone's life, with just one simple act, would you do it? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more powerful life-changing stories, don't forget to subscribe.